I'm addicted to chaos. I'm addicted to things moving. If there's movement in my life, I feel like I have to move too. Someone moves a piece of furniture over there in their house, I feel like I got to move furniture in my house. This is just because something's moving in someone else's life and changing, something has happened with them, doesn't mean I start changing and creating movement in my life. Now, this could be a sign that I'm addicted to chaos. Because of my past, and when I was younger, I grew up in kind of an emotionally hostile environment. I didn't have certain people in my corner. I had people around, but on an emotional level, I didn't have that emotional safety, and I didn't have that person to go to. And so that created a lot of emotional unsafety in myself, and I think it helped me. It started my addiction to chaos. Like, I know how to get out of the way. I know how to be. I know how to people please. I know how to move under pressure. I know how to control things, make things happen. I know how to get what I want. Like, I am really good at surviving. And I've been surviving for a long time in my life until I got to a program where I started to be taught how to live. And I started to choose a life of living instead of a life of surviving. But I didn't think it was possible. But I did get really sick of surviving. Now, I know that I'm addicted to chaos, and I had glimmers of this in early recovery because I don't like being bored. I don't like staying still. I don't like being still. I don't like not doing and moving things in my life. And I noticed that there was some movement, and then I felt like, you know what? So this is me addicted to chaos, is because the movement is there, I seek movement in my life. I'm thinking, oh, that's happening there. I should do this. The thing is that if I didn't see that thing happening, would I have been making these changes and movement and decisions in my life? Probably not. I was fine just doing what I was doing. There wasn't a need to change things in my life. I can change things in a minimal way, but not in a drastic way. So I create this new ball of chaos that I can control. And then when that chaos ball is over, I go, I did it. I'm done. And then I get this great feeling after, just like how addiction works. Now, what the thing is that the thing that I need to sit in is my fear. The thing that I need to do is trust my higher power. I'm trying to get control out of my life. Like, I'm still controlling myself and doing actions in my life, but I need to take my higher power as a lead. Like, I need to open doors and check things out and look at the consequences and look at the whole picture. But I also need to let my higher power put the things in my life that it needs to do. Now, because I am not used to trusting my higher power, not used to not doing things, it's going to feel weird and uncomfortable. I feel like a sitting duck. It feels very vulnerable to not to do sometimes. And that's the uncomfortable thing, because it feels like I'm going to get attacked. Like, because I'm addicted to chaos, just not doing anything makes me feel like I'm exposed. Like, staying still, staying safe, staying peaceful means, oh no, they could get me. Oh no, what if I'm caught here having a peaceful time? What if I'm here and I'm sinking into my new peaceful life, and because I didn't move something, it's all going to blow up. Like, this is how that addicted to chaos really shows up for me in my life, is that, like, I feel like the house is going to burn down because I'm not doing anything. I feel exposed. I feel if I put my bags down, if I take the pictures down off the wall, if I, really set the kids' rooms up, if I really don't do anything, what if no one comes? What if we stay here and then now the kids get really hurt? And, like, I've been moving and packing and changing and creating and doing things my whole life because I feel better having the control of movement in my life, because I know how to handle that chaos. I know how to work hard under pressure. And then I get such a great satisfying feeling after I've accomplished that. Gives me a sense of feeling that I'm my own higher power. But the thing to learn is like to trust means I let my higher power do the work and just move the things that I should move and do around in my life, but not match that other person's change. Not take that on as stress for me and then try to accomplish dealing with that stress and chaos. I have to keep the stress and the chaos on that side of the fence. I have to let other people suffer their own consequences, deal with their own issues, solve their own problems. I have to stay out of all that stuff, even though it might look like there's a tornado or a hurricane happening. My instinct is to get involved. But I'm codependent, which means I need to learn to stop getting involved. There needs to be a boundary there. Boundary starts separating things so that I'm not just this enmeshed person with everyone and everything. Their issues are their issues. Their things to solve and work out are for them. And then I stay over here where I probably didn't need to move too much, do too much, seek out stuff. Because when I really take the situation, so their situation happened, and when I look at my situation, I probably wouldn't have moved and changed anything in my life, and I would have left it the way it was. So that act of not doing anything and letting it pass is the weird thing for me. Like having calmness is weird to me because it's not what I'm used to, right? So I'm trying to let go of the chaos, which means staying still for a while. There's not much to do most of the time. Then getting my needs met, focusing on what's healthy for me and the family, keeping good recovery, and just moving forward. There's not any big things that I have to move and change. But it feels comfortable to be in that change because other change is happening. Because furniture is moving. I feel like I got to move furniture. There's not much for me to do to get involved in that. So addicted to chaos is, it's uncomfortable to stay still for me. And so learning to just let it be. I have my fear and I will wait on my higher power's next instruction. But I'm not going to create a bunch of shifting just because there's shifting. I don't need to match that energy. I just need to just stay still and keep calm and keep in the middle. So thanks, guys. Bye.